Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for April 16th through the 30th, our longer readings for my Geminis. Hello, my Geminis. Oh my goodness, my Geminis, it was just really wild yesterday. So if they're out of the one or two people that saw my videos that I posted yesterday, I had four that just were warbled. You know, and I'm not going to say in a good way. So this is the second reading for Geminis, and hopefully everything works out really well. So because it's the longer reading, I use three cards. The first one is the Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot cards. That gives us a good general message. The second is my John Hollingsworth Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. It kind of fills in those gaps. And then I ask for what final advice from the Osha Zen Tarot cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, and this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay, so a couple of things to just catch up. Our full moon, again in Libra. So we had the super moon in Libra in March, and then we had the full moon again in Libra. It's not a super moon. But, so during this time period, there's been a lot of energy surges. Libra also likes to try to bring balance to the world. However, it's not always accepted. So sometimes what happens is as it's trying to create this balance and bring this balanced energy, it's like taking a square peg, putting it into a round hole. It just doesn't fit. And it makes things more noticeable. So you might have been seeing little faults in others that maybe you normally, just said, okay, I have no problem with that. And now they kind of irritated you. That's, just be aware of that. Now, the other thing is this full moon on the 19th, and this will be, so cards are jumping. This will be the 19th full moon energy in Libra. This is totally in opposition of Uranus, so this makes it a time for risk, a time for change's sake, not necessarily because it's the right thing or the wrong thing. It's just, I need a change, okay? And, so there could be some risky behaviors, some, I'm feeling gambling, so it doesn't necessarily mean that this is a lucky phase for you. It just, oh, okay, we've got a whole bunch of cards for you that popped, excuse me. So just be aware of that, okay? Now, also too, and this will be like 3 days before to 3 days after, the 16th through maybe like the 22nd, 23rd. Now, also too, we enter into Taurus season on the 20th, 21st, and that brings about earth energy, and that could be pretty grounding for us. Okay, let's see what we have. We actually have 5 cards. And let me move these out so I can spread them a little bit. Okay, the first card is your energy. Now, the first 4 came face up. So this is the Ace of Air, and air is, of course, your energy, Libra energy, Aquarius energy. It is your mind, it's your thoughts, it's your Wi-Fi energy, it's things like that. Aces are new beginnings. So let's see what this says. Brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. Now, I am kind of leaning back into some of the other reading, and when I do a reading and I've delivered a message, I don't remember what it is, but if the message doesn't get delivered, it stays with me. So, the one thing that I was talking about with Geminis was that this was, I think I titled your thing that you embrace the change, okay? And that's what's actually happening. This is your mind. Your mind is going into overdrive, and you're thinking about things in your life that you do not want anymore. So the full moon, even though it's going to be kind of this gambling and risky energy, the full moon is a really good time to relinquish, release, and request, okay? It is a really good time to do that, and, and that's what I feel like you're doing. You're like, no, something needs to change. I'm looking for this change. I don't want to deal with it the way I've always dealt with it, okay? So then the next 3 cards are actually reversed. So that to me is, some readers will say that it means the opposite. Some say it doesn't have any difference in the meaning. I say it says, hey, look at me. I've got a really strong message for you. And you have, and your strength, the message that you have, and the cards that I see are pretty powerful cards for you, and they're very positive cards. This one is Justice, Archangel Raguel. So this is Archangel energy, and this is like, you know, those things. Okay, you know what it's like to have your twins, you know, and sometimes, you know, the twins, they can be exhausting. You know, sometimes it's, you have the good twin, sometimes you have the naughty twin or the mischievous twin. Sometimes they're both good, sometimes they're both mischievous. But as a, you know, as somebody, so think of yourself as a parent with these two children that are just have abounding energy, okay? So sometimes what can happen is, you know, with that, it is so hard to keep that in track and in, you know, reined in at times when you need them to be reined in. But sometimes, and I don't know where I'm going with this, except that that's something about your twins, something about this energy, something about this, you know, this balance, and something about justice. So it is that you know, you have been going out there and putting yourself out there to a point that, you know, very much that, you know, like your children, like the twins, that it has put you to a place of vulnerability, okay? And with that, you have been, you know, you've been in a situation where you have needed to, where you have been wanting, more stability in your life. You've been wanting more, you know, it's like, look at all I've done, look at, you know, and why are things not, why do I still have this this thought of poverty in my head? Why am I still living, you know, paycheck to paycheck? Why? So I hope that's making sense, because like I said, when the message comes, I have to just deliver it. So we go back to the Ace of Air. Basically, I'm going to change my mentality. I'm going to start now. You know, no, I'm not going to be spending money I don't have, but I'm not going to be thinking of myself as this poor, you know, this poor little beggar anymore. Okay? I'm going to think of myself as having blessings, of having riches, of having, you know, a wonderful life, and I'm going to start doing that. And I know that, you know, it sounds a little bit odd. I hope that gets through to whoever needs to get through. I know it will. But justice is about balance also. Justice is about equaling the playing field. Justice is, you know, about, and when I say equaling the playing field, I don't mean that giving to, like if you have two athletes and one that trains all the time and one that doesn't, that, oh, we're going to make it so, you know, we're going to like tie the one athlete's hand behind. No, it's not that. But it's like basically saying, looking at things and saying, okay, you know, this, you know, divine, higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide saying, I see your struggles and we're going to give you a hand up. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So now, the next card is, again, this one is reversed, and this is another Archangel energy, Archangel Jophiel, and this is the star. This is the place where wishes begin. This is that great unknown universe. This is what we don't know, okay? But we can reach out. We can wish upon a star. And when you're wishing upon a star, you are basically putting it out there to the universe. So think about that. Think about that. You are putting it out there into the universe, things that you might want, what you might need. But again, it's this total, you know, it's this again, you know, I'm done with this mindset of poverty. I am done with it, okay? Yes, you know, like I said, you're not going to be spending more money, but you're going to be saying, you know what? I get this much money. I'm going to be, you know, thank you for this. Now I would like some more. Remember, there is nothing wrong with you asking for that, for you going and asking, nothing. Okay, so this one is the star, happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans, and on the right path. So now we have our fourth card, and again, this one is reversed, and we have the Knight of Fire, and fire, of course, is our Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. We are leaving Aries season, and this is very, you know, it says passionate, it's adventurous, self-assured, restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. When we go back to these cards, when we go back to these thoughts, the things about changing your mindset, the things about saying, no, I'm gonna, you know, I'm not living, and again, I don't know who that is for, but I hope it's getting to you. The message for you is I'm not living in a mindset of poverty anymore, okay? And it's like, it's like this needs to be changed. This needs to be changed. I feel like there's been somebody out there that I've been afraid. I've been afraid. You know what? Think back. How many other times have you been afraid? I know that I have been afraid. And you know what? Somehow we just get through it. Life just goes on and we get through it. Maybe our circumstances change, but we still get through it. So, do you want to get through it all, ooh, or do you want to get through it as, you know what? We're going to get through it. Okay? Remember, mind, words, positive. Okay. So this is that type of energy for you, my Geminis. This is very interesting stuff. Okay, this last card is the only card that's face down. Let's see what this one says. The Seven of Fire. Again, that passionate, burning energy. And this is defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. It's like, so once you have this thought process change, once you start thinking a little bit differently, and this is going on for, this is something I think that is in the air, because another sign had this very same type of mess. Well, not this very sign. This is more unique to you, but it is, again, once you start thinking about this, it's like, no, I can't go back. I can't go back anymore. I can't go back to that way. For one thing, even if my circumstances don't change, the only thing that's changed is me. I was miserable under those same circumstances, and now I'm happier. Okay? I hope that makes sense, and I hope that that's something that you can embrace and you can get on board with. Okay, let's see now my Psychic Tarot. Okay. We have 3 cards out. Oh my gosh. Okay, 3 cards came out. And these are very much for you. Wow. Wow. Okay. They all came out face up, so I do see what they are. And with everything like this, this is the intuition card. This is that card where we talk about, when we're talking about the stars, we talk about, our archangels, we talk about reaching into that. We talk about just having the download of messages from that, from that supernatural realm, keeping them on the positive side. Do not, some people, oh no, I do not want anyone hurting anybody. Okay, I don't know why I have to say that. But if it is something to hurt, then it's not positive. It's not that. So keep that on the positive side. Mind, mouth, positive, positive, positive. But start to listen more if that means that you need to pray, if that means that you need to meditate, if that means you need to get out under that full moon and stars and just scream it out loud. It is making that connection, because your next card is also, and this was reversed, was the third eye chakra. So that is pretty much this card and this card together saying the same type of message. Your third eye is located here, and this is, this is one of the chakra energy points, that this is the connection to help. This is almost like a little door that receives your messages, okay? But then we have this third card, and this is so interesting again, and here we have the universe. So again, this is saying that Geminis, you are part of this great big universe. You play a very important role in this universe. You may never know what that role is, and while you are in this lifetime, and I can't tell you, if there's reincarnation or not, but I know that for you, for me, this is the only one that we will be in this lifetime. I am the only Debbie, this Debbie here right now, and you are the only Gemini here. So there is a special place and meaning for your life, okay? So but again, it is this different mindset. It is this different thought process. Okay. Wow. This has been a very, I don't know, it's almost been a philosophical reading. Let's go on to our Osha Zen Tarot for any final words of advice for our Geminis. Anything else for our Geminis? Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Did that card? Nope, it did not. Okay. I thought it flipped. And sometimes they've been doing that. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Put these over here. And let's see what the first card is. They're all face down. Ah, reversed. More meaning to this. You are going down your journey. You are taking your spiritual journey. Be aware it's not all going to be, it's not all going to be this very easy thing, but it's not going to necessarily be this very hard thing. It depends upon your acceptance of your journey, but at the end, it is going towards that light. So it is just, just telling you, yeah, even though you have a better idea of your pathway, life is still life. And while we can control ourselves to some point, we can't control everything around us, okay? So that is one of those, that's one of your advice cards. Here is the second. Again reversed. And here we have patience. So in this is this, this woman who is pregnant. This is the cycle of the moon. This is, all these beautiful colors around her. And basically, it's just being patient and let things unfold as it comes. Sometimes, my Geminis, we want to hurry it along. I know many times I want to hurry it along. And, it's like, well, maybe this is the way it's supposed to be, but maybe I can make it a little better. No, just have patience. It's unraveling for you. Okay, and this last card, and face down again. Okay, again reversed. And this one is harmony. And the first thing that I get is the two dolphins, like, the two dolphins, your twins, okay? Not that they're your twins, but, the twin dolphins. So this I feel is really, really a strong advice message to you. It is again about, and especially since this landed on the universe, it's about becoming and looking for and seeking harmony. And again, you see up here, this is that third eye, harmony with the heart, harmony with that intuition. You had some very strong intuition cards. You had some very strong archangel cards. So it's basically embracing the harmony, okay? It's really difficult though. It's really difficult because it's kind of saying to you to put the natural aside and to embrace the supernatural, okay? The positive supernatural, your divine higher power, guardian angels, spirit guides, to embrace that which is of, that which is of the light, okay? But, this is something, these are some advice cards that, hey, I think that this will not do you wrong. So, my Geminis, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.